You are European, okay?
Yes, and I don't
You're
deny
not
that.
Middle Eastern.
Wait a minute.
Right, so how do you have a better right than Palestinians who've always lived
You're
there
missing the point.
to
You're
live on their land?
missing the point.
No,
Something
not
like
really.
in excess of 50% of the Jewish Israelis living in Israel today are not Ashkenazi.
They're coming from other Arab countries, yes, but they're not Palestinian. They're not living.
Excuse me, wait a second. They're not coming out of other Arab countries. They were thrown out of
No,
Arab
Absolutely. They were
800,000 Jews
Give me one.
who are loyal to their countries.
They'd have all been killed.
Apart from with the exception of Morocco and Iran, all the rest threw them out.
They would have been killed.
In any country.
Oh, come on. What happened in Iraq? In Iraq in 1941, the Farhud?
Actually,
they made it so difficult for them that they had to leave.
Actually, it was the opposite. Many of these governments feared that they would be swelling Israel, and Israel was calling, saying, "Leave these countries, come to us."
Of course,
there was the 1 million. It was called the 1 million plan, which was 3 years before the end of World War II. Which was to bring about 1 million people into Israel. And they said, at first they said, can we get the Arabs to come in, Arab Jews to come in? And they thought, well, we don't know, but let's see. And they started to call them in. So it's your duty to come to us. You have a better life. And so on. When they got there, they didn't get initially a better life and they were discriminated against.
So how come you still
Jewish Europeans? But the point was that
have Jews in Morocco, though?
Yeah.
How come you still have Jews in Morocco now?
Because they stayed. They didn't want to leave.
There's only a handful of
Because
Jews.
they're the only ones that were treated nicely. You're trying to convince me that 800,000 Jews weren't thrown out of Arab countries. I'm not having that.
You won't convince me.
All I will say is, find me a source that did. Find me a case where any government said you must leave or whatever. It was the opposite. In fact, Iraq and Morocco and many such countries said not to leave.
Morocco is the only exception.
Iraq even they brought a law to say that if that Iraqis can't go to Israel and they can't immigrate to Israel, and then that had to be.
And there was
foreign pressure to reverse that. So that's just say no, don't go.
If they said they would have been murdered.
They would have been murdered. They'd stayed.
Oh, they would.
And many of them were murdered in the Farhud in 1941.
See, the thing is, the reason why he has to say they would have been is because they weren't.
Because they left.
There was
the ones who left survived.
There wasn't a single government pogrom of Jews in any Arab country.
My word.
But can you imagine if Britain turned around and said, "Well, we had the July 7th attacks, we had the Manchester Arena bombing. We're just going to throw all Muslims out now. We're going to just get out, go to somewhere else." That's technically what happened to the Jews in these countries because they saw what was happening in Israel. They didn't like it. Get them out. It's the same thing.
It didn't happen. There was no government policy by any.
Well,
I've noticed it's being used to distract from Palestine, and I don't want to distract from it because the Palestinians didn't do anything to anyone. They didn't go into Europe and kick out Jews and kill Jews.
No,
they were
agree.
in their land. They didn't land on Jewish Europeans. Jewish Europeans landed on them. It's the injustice that was done to the majority population at the time of 1947. The majority, 2/3, were Palestinian non-Jewish.
Then why didn't they accept a two-state solution then, which was offered?